Welcome to the Chicago Real Estate Podcast, brought to you by Cobblestone Realty, where each and every week we bring to you advice on buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Tune in every week to hear what is going on in the market right now and for interviews with the professionals you didn't know you need to know, like inspectors, insurance agents, appraisers, contractors, lenders, and attorneys.
Hello everybody, welcome to episode number 9 of the podcast. This is your guest host, JC. Today I'm going to talk about 8 things you and your real estate agent must know before entering the negotiation of a property. Cue the music. Here's a dream scenario. Your offer is perfect. You don't need to negotiate. You can spend the next few weeks addressing more pressing home ownership questions like, why is it called wainscoting? Do I want a new couch in blush or dark green? And it could happen. Many sellers accept the best offer they receive, and for a variety of reasons. But sellers are also known to reject offers or make counteroffers. This is especially likely if you bid low or when you're up against multiple competing offers. If you do receive a counteroffer, it's up to you to decide whether you want to accept a new contract, negotiate the terms, or walk away. In cases such as these, look to your agent. If you do decide you want to negotiate, that is, make a counteroffer to the seller's counteroffer, your agent will use their negotiating skills to help you get the best deal. This is what agents do every day. But you're not just going to sit there. If you understand what negotiating tactics your agents may deploy, you can back them up and cheer them up. Tip number 1, act fast, like now. When you receive a counteroffer, you should respond quickly, ideally within 24 hours. The longer you wait, the more space you leave for another buyer to swoop in and nab the property. Also, if a seller senses hesitation, they may decide to withdraw their counteroffer before you have a chance to respond. Number 2, raise your price within reason. While you obviously don't want to overpay for a house, you may have to up your ante, especially if you initially made a low offer. Lean on your agent's expertise to determine how much money you should add to the sales price to make it a more exciting offer. Then, through the power of persuasion, your agent can make the counteroffer look more attractive by pointing out similarly priced comps. These are recently sold homes in the area that are comparable in terms of square footage and features. As your agent negotiates, it can feel like the things are escalating quickly. It is stressful. You may feel a sudden urge to do whatever it takes to win. Before you go overboard, there are 2 things you must keep in mind. You can't exceed the monetary confines of the pre-approved mortgage you've received from your lender. You shouldn't overextend your budget because your counteroffer has to be an amount you're comfortable spending on your home. You want that new house and you want to keep living your life. Plus, you're not out of options yet. Number 3, increase your earnest money deposit. Earnest money deposit, it's a sum of money you put down to prove to the seller you're serious about buying this house. This money will be used to help you pay your down payment or your closing costs. This is another way to show the seller you have more skin in the game. A standard earnest money deposit is typically 1 to 3% of the sales price of the home. Making a counteroffer with a 3 to 4% deposit could be what you need to persuade the seller to side with you. Number 4, demonstrate patience about taking possession. Depending on your seller's timetable, changing your proposed possession date could butter them up too. If the seller wants to stay in the home for a few days after closing, try to offer a letter of possession. You could also draw up rent-back agreement, meaning the seller pays you rent for staying at the home for a set period of time after closing date. Number 5, let go of a few contingencies with care. Reduce the number of contingencies you are asking for. It is your way of saying, hey, look, I have fewer ways to back out, which gives the seller more assurance that the deal will close. But you have to be careful. Some contingencies are too important to give up. A home inspection contingency, for example, gives you the right to have a home inspection and request repairs. This gives you an out if you spot major problems with the home, and it protects you from buying a total money pit. But ultimately, waiving contingencies depends on your market, your loan program, your risk tolerance, and the circumstances of the house in question. And if you waive contingencies and then you find a problem, The seller isn't responsible for fixing it. Number 6, ask for fewer concessions. At mortgage settlements, home buyers have to pay for closing costs, taxes, lender fees, and title company fees. Closing costs vary by location, but you can expect to shell out between 3 to 4% of the home sales price. The seller pays an additional 1 to 3%. When making an initial offer, you have the option to ask the seller for concessions. This is the settlement paid in cash to help you offset your share of the closing cost. This move is less feasible if you're going up against multiple offers. Concessions effectively lower the seller's net proceeds from the sale. Making a counteroffer that removes the concessions you would have otherwise received at settlement puts cash back in the seller's pocket and can improve your bid. Number 7, pick up costs of the home warranty. Sometimes sellers offer prospective buyers a home warranty. This is a plan that covers the cost of repairing major home appliances and systems, like the air conditioner and the hot water heater if they break down within a certain period. A basic home warranty costs $300 to $600 a year, according to Angie's List. If it seems like waiving the home warranty can sweeten the negotiations, but you still want the peace of mind of having one, tell the seller they don't have to cover it, then buy it yourself. Just keep in mind, whether you or the seller buy the home warranty, you'll need to pay for the service fee if something does go wrong. Also, FYI, a home warranty is entirely separate from homeowner's insurance. Homeowner's insurance is the security blanket that covers your home's structure and possession in the event of a fire, storm, flood, or other accident. It is required if you take out a mortgage. It can cost anywhere between $300 to $1,000 per year. Finally, number 8, know when to walk away. When negotiating with a seller, trust your gut and your agent. If he or she says it's a bad deal, then you listen. And if you don't want to make any more trade-offs and the seller will not budge, it is smart to walk. That can be a tough decision to make, and rightfully so. Negotiating is tough and it's draining. And losing something you've worked hard to get can be disappointing. But don't worry, there's a better deal for you out there. And after those strong feelings of frustration pass, you'll realize, now I know how to do this. And in some situations when you walk away, you may even find the seller chasing you. And that's it for episode 9 of the podcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
If you know someone that can benefit from this information, please share this episode with them. Also, don't forget to subscribe and rate us on iTunes, as that would help us reach more people. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Cobblestone Realty Shy. See you next time.